I grew up in northern Florida, was raised as a Roman Catholic, played football in high school, was a surfer, and became a Christian later in high school when a young lady invited me to kind of a campus crusade event, heard the gospel, and basically the rest is history. I've never looked back from that time forward. Ended up going to the University of Florida and did my studies in microbiology and biochemistry. When I was at the university, I began to be confronted with some of the big questions that I didn't have answers to. And I specifically remember sitting in a viral genetics class, having just experienced a professor kind of make a swipe at Christianity. And I remember praying at that time and asking, God, are you ever going to give us answers? But little did I know what was coming. And that was when my cousin said to me, well, if you believe that, you need to read Hugh Ross. What I remember as clearly as I'm sitting here is getting that book in the mail, sitting down, reading the first chapter, and coming out of my seat yelling because I realized I had finally found the connection. What I can say is that from that time forward, what I do has come alive. The excitement about God's creation and seeing His hand, and I've been given the lexicon, the ability to be able to articulate His glory and His wonder. And I was always perplexed with trying to force, if you will, the four spiritual laws on people. It just didn't seem to fit my generation. It seemed contrived, and people felt that. What has happened as a result of this experience is that I am able to genuinely express my wonder of God's hand in His creation. I deal with it all day long. I deal with it in people's lives who are sick, or we talk about physiology. And I just express a genuine excitement about God's creation. I really do share my faith all day long with people. And it's natural. It's not forced because it flows out of what I do. I remember being invited to a patient of mine's retirement party. I had talked to him very loosely about God, and this man was very angry at God, and I came to find out that he had lost a son very tragically, and he was hurting very badly, and he blamed God. And he had talked to various religious people, and he was never satisfied with the answers that they gave. And he began to question me, and he told me, I don't believe in this Jesus because he's illogical. And all I said to him was, Jesus is the reason that anything is logical at all. John chapter 1, in the beginning was the Logos. I said, He is logic. He's the reason behind logic. That man now confesses that that was all it took. And when I gave him that answer, his eyes were opened. It's one of the most astonishing things that I've ever experienced. And he now is a follower of Jesus. But all it took was just one attempt to answer his objection. But the answers are thorough, they are profound, and they are life-changing. And once you get the answers to these questions that are very important, you'll know that this God that I worship is real.